This week's message just might be a mirror moment for many of you. This is what I want us to think about. If you fail to invest in yourself, you're never going to be able to collect on yourself. I want us all to stop and think about that this week. Julia Cameron went on to say this. Follow along with me. To quote, "It hurts like hell when the world won't invest in you, but it's excruciating almost more than you can bear when you don't believe and invest in yourself." So, what's it mean to invest in yourself? When's the last time you've invested in yourself? Warren Buffett. Many of you may know Warren Buffett. He's the current chairman and the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, and he's one of the wealthiest people in the world. He's also a master of investment. You see, the two go hand in hand. The more you're ready to give, the more you can expect to receive. And quite simply, his secret for success is this, and really for that matter, the most precious advice you can receive is invest in as much of yourself as you can. You are your own biggest asset by far. And I want us all to think about that. And Warren Buffett goes on to say this: the most important investment you can make is in yourself. And let's just face it, you don't have to look that far to see those who decide to invest and spend time on their personal development. They soon capture great opportunities as they're always seizing the moment. Simply put, the way it is not the way it will be. What got you to where you're at is not going to keep you there. To quote Tom Steyer, Tom went on to say this: "We will pay a heavy price if we insist on navigating the 21st century with a 20th century mindset." So for some of us, just like I said, this might be a mirror moment for a lot of us, but we have to be willing to get off what I call the comfy couch. You must get outside your physical, mental, and emotional comfort zones. You must be willing to push the envelope to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And you're going to have to invest in your growth. So here's what and again, it's the mirror moment. Here's the question: would now be the time to rise up and become that sales professional you are destined to become, as opposed to living in the sales rep safety zone? And unfortunately, there's going to be many in sales that are going to be consistently inconsistent, and y'all are going to turn your head and mentally say, "No, thank you. I'm comfortable just where I'm at." And you know what? That's okay. We all have choices, but here's what I want us to all think about. You're just going to have to accept the fact that at some point in time, you're going to be replaced by a sales professional. This week, are you willing to invest in yourself? Is your thought process, behavior, attitude, and approach to your sales career, is it helping you or is it hindering your growth? So, I might be chuckling on this, but again, I want us to think about this. The only way we're going to grow is you got to be consistently consistent in doing the right things right with discipline, determination, and pride. So I want you to follow along with me on this one. There's a little story behind it. After I share this, we'll wrap this up. And by the way, thank you for hanging out with me this week. Just follow along. Go up to someone and offer them the average version of something that will better them for free, or have them pay to get the real deal, life-changing results. What do you think the average person's going to do? You got it. They're going to take the free version. Salespeople out there, sales leaders, this is why most people can't finish. It's harder to quit when you've invested fully in yourself. And that's what I'm going to ask you to think about, because a free version simply has no investment. Y'all have no skin in the game. It makes it harder, much harder, to give up on something you've paid money for. And I think you all agree. A person with the free version, they can quit without any thought. However, A person that hasn't made any sacrifices is going to quit. The person that hasn't invested their own money will quit. Why is this? Because whatever it is has no worth to them. Quite simply put, investment creates worth. And this is why I'm a firm believer sales professionals are invested in themselves. They develop the habits, the routines, and the rhythms that's going to guide them to stay at the top. Sales professionals are called professionals for a reason. Are you willing to invest and do the work? That's what I want us to think about this week. There is so much available at your fingertips that you can invest in. Simply stated, it's reading books, it's listening to podcasts, it's doing online courses, it's having a coach, it's having a mentor. There is so much at your fingertips. Are you willing to invest in yourself? And at the beginning of our time together, I simply stated this. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're not going to be able to collect on yourself. Because I do know this. Your clients and your future clients would rather connect and do business with a sales professional who sells from the heart as opposed to one who is an empty suit. Invest in yourself. And most of all, sell from the heart. Have an amazing week.